Hello and welcome to my review of the Triban RC500. This is a Decathlon own brand bike. Pretty decent, I would say. So far so good anyway. I've only had this bike a few days. This is what I was riding beforehand. This is an Apollo XL, I believe. It's well, it weighs about as much as a Sherman tank, as we'll see in a second. No disc brakes, nothing clever about it. The brakes are actually pretty good on it, but you can see there that they're worth about £35 sort of second hand. I wanted to start cycling during lockdown, and well, I had a rummage around in the cellar. I really wanted a decent road bike, but on the basis that if you can't be with the one you love, you've got to ride the bike you're with. This is what I had. So that seat, by the way, is really comfortable, and we'll talk a bit more about seats in a moment. So yeah, I was rummaging around down the cellar and happened to find this thing, and cleaned it off, gave it a good dusting and a good wash down, put some air in the tyres, and before I knew it I was up and cycling. Downloaded a brilliant app called Strava to my phone, stuck the GPS on, and went for a ride. Yeah, you'll see here the thing is actually pretty heavy. It's I think it weighed in about 18 kilos or something like that. So there's a lot going for this bike, but it did seem to click every time I pedalled it, and yeah, you can see there, these are my sort of times. Not particularly quick. First time I got on it, you know, I was absolutely shattered. This is what I was looking for, but unfortunately out of stock. And you can understand it. Demand for cycling at the moment is through the roof, and supply is obviously impacted. So we went to the local shop anyway, and with a cycle to work voucher which came through my place of employment, you're supposed to use these for commuting. Well, I'm working from home at the moment, so my commute is about 4 foot, but if I take the long way round, I can actually say that this is my commuting bike. So I go and do an hour or so before work, and well, I was very happy to find this. So the tyres on this apparently are puncture resistant, and the wheels, because they are tubeless ready, apparently the tyres are quite difficult to get off. But one of the reasons I did like the bike was you could convert it into a sort of a gravel / winter bike. It will allow you to add mudguards and also fit up to 38mm tyres on it. So it came with some useful trinkets, which one of which I've broken already, but these are the lights. They came with the bike, but even the guy in the shop said don't bother with them, they're just cheap rubbish really. And true to form, one of them fell off. I had to buy a few extra bits. So this is a £10 bike pump from Screwfix, a couple of lights. You can get these for less than a tenner on eBay, and they're pretty good quality. Also, because of the issue with the tubeless tyres and the fact that they're quite difficult to remove, I bought a set of these between spoons and also a few bits and bobs. Now then, saddles, yeah, painful. This is the charge spoon, which everybody said I should get a hold of because the stock saddle was really quite painful. To be honest, I mean, it's a little bit lighter than the stock Triban saddle, but there it is. Look, I don't really see much difference or feel much difference. I think it's just probably a question of getting used to the stock Triban one. It's okay. For the first couple of rides I found it quite painful, but anyway, a new helmet, very good idea. Know a couple of people whose lives have been saved by wearing bike helmets. And a little sort of multi-tool that comes with a puncture repair kit and what have you. That was about a £5 on eBay, but worth having. You can stick that in your saddlebag, and in case you need to fix a problem on the side of the road. So this is the bike on the road. Feels not too bad to ride. Very firm, very different to the mountain bike, but quite a lot of fun. I've been going out. I've been doing sort of about 20 miles circuits, so yeah, I mean, pretty enjoyable as a road bike. Very different prospects, really enjoy getting out and a bit of a new challenge. I'm 46, 13 stone, and probably built a bit more like a rugby player than a cyclist, to be honest, but I found it to be good fun. I'm not wearing specialised bike shoes or anything like that, just using the mountain bike pedals and trainers. I've ordered some clips, some toe clips for it, but that's pretty much it. I think I'll probably stick with that. So this is it, hanging up with my cellar. Just out of curiosity, looked at the weights, just over 11 kilos, which, you know, is a massive difference as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, if you've already got an old bike, get riding that. It's just as much, you know, it'll do just as much for your health and your fitness, but I think when you get on a lighter bike, you're sort of a bit more encouraged to go a bit further, maybe. So, yep, this is the bike after I've sort of given it a bit of a wash. I've added a little saddle bag that was about £2 on eBay, and also Decathlon's bottle cage. I tried to match the colour. You can judge for yourself how successful that was. All in all, I'm really pleased with the thing. Yeah, it's fun to ride. It really is. Disc brakes means that it'll be pretty decent at stopping in the wet. Yeah, so there you go. It's a great bike. If you can get hold of them, that's the only thing. So yeah, that's my story. Cheers, thanks for watching, and take care.